Welcome to Royal News Updates.
OMG. A minute ago, Queen Elizabeth made a decision to strip Andrew's royal title made Prince Andrew angry. Before we start, please, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon, thanks. The Queen was under pressure last night to reveal if she intends to use public money to bail out Prince Andrew. Buckingham Palace refused to respond yesterday to reports the monarch plans to give her son at least £2 million to help pay an estimated £12 million bill to Virginia Giuffre in an out-of-court settlement. She is also resisting calls to strip Andrew of his remaining honours, including his dukedom. Palace officials faced growing pressure yesterday to come clean on the extent of the Queen's financial help for the Duke of York. The controversy came as the Treasury conducted a 5-yearly review of the taxpayer-funded sovereign grant, which pays for the Queen to undertake her official duties as head of state, and the upkeep of royal residences. Sources insisted taxpayers' money would not be used by Andrew. But they did not rule out the Queen dipping into her £22 million annual revenue from the Duchy of Lancaster, another source of funding for the royals, to help her disgraced son. Her Majesty has made it clear that Andrew will retain the rank of Vice Admiral, given to him as if he had stayed in the Royal Navy instead of leaving after 22 years' service. He is to remain a Knight of the Garter, the highest order of chivalry in England. The Duke will also remain one of 4 councillors of state, along with Prince Charles, Prince William, and Prince Harry, who can be called in to deputise for the monarch if she is abroad or too ill to undertake her duties. The Queen is expected to reject calls to strip Andrew of his dukedom. But Rachel Markle, Labour MP for York Central, said Andrew should give up his association with the city out of respect. She said, to demonstrate his seriousness in this endeavour, and his respect for those affected by abuse and the people of our city, I would ask that his first act of contrition is to confirm his support for the withdrawal of his ducal title. Andrew is set to pay Ms. Giuffre an out-of-court settlement over her New York civil damages case against him for sexual assault. Both parties have agreed not to disclose the amount of money involved, although it is expected to be £12 million. But one of Britain's top legal experts urged the royal family to make it clear that public money was not being used to pay Ms. Giuffre. Mark Stevens, media specialist at law firm Howard Kennedy, said details of Andrew's payment to Ms. Giuffre's charity for sex trafficking victims would eventually come out in accounts. Mr. Stevens said, but I suspect that long before that is in the public domain, Andrew is going to have to confirm that the public hasn't paid this, because that threatens to have wider implications for the royal family. MP Andy MacDonald said he would raise the issue of who was paying for Andrew's bill in Parliament. Andrew and the Queen also faced criticism from the Republic group, who want to replace the monarchy with an elected president. Chief Executive Graham Smith said, taxpayers also deserve to know where the money is coming from for a settlement, which we must assume is in the millions, if not tens of millions. So much public money ends up in royal pockets one way or another. Are the British public ultimately paying for Andrew to avoid appearing in court? This scandal has done significant damage to the monarchy, and these questions aren't going away. A Buckingham Palace spokesman said, we have never commented on the financial aspects of the Duke's private legal affairs and won't be now. On Tuesday, Andrew agreed to pay the undisclosed sum to Ms. Giuffre, who sued him for damages after claiming she was forced to sleep with him in 2001 when she was 17. He denies the claim and says he has no recollection of meeting her. In addition to paying her off, he has also agreed to pay a substantial sum to her U.S. charity for sex trafficking victims, Speak Out, Act, Reclaim. The Duke of York, who also faces a hefty legal bill running into millions, has vowed to help in the fight against sex trafficking. But charities working with survivors of abuse say they have significant concerns about the Duke of York's offer. Gabrielle Shaw, Chief Executive of the National Association for People Abused in Childhood, said the trust that survivors place in the charity underpins how it carries out its work. She said, "With this trust being caught in a PAC's approach, any support for the charity that Prince Andrew may offer would raise significant concerns as to the ethical implications of accepting money or patronage from an individual who had ties to a convicted offender." As part of the deal with Ms. Giuffre, both sides agreed they would not discuss the case further, a source familiar with the agreement said. According to the source, that means Ms. Giuffre will not be allowed to disrupt the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations, although she is still reported to be working on a tell-all book. Thanks for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comment. Thanks.
Subscribe to our channel.